I am ready.
Good evening. Okay. Good evening. Hi, can I get your attention? We're about to call the meeting to order. It's 5:04 p.m. I'd like to call to order the Park Board meeting for April 15th. Can I get a roll call, please?
Nikisha Elena Alexis, absent. Bill Murray,
Present.
Sarah Santerre,
Here.
Christopher Baker.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Can I get a motion to approve the agenda for this evening?
So moved.
I will second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Public input, privilege of the floor. Is there anyone here that would like to discuss any matters or online that are not on the agenda this evening? All right. Seeing none, moving on to the approval of the minutes from March 18th, 2024. Can I get a motion to approve those minutes if there isn't any questions?
So moved.
I'll second.
All right. All in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Approval of the financials. We have claims in the amount of $123,513.39. We have donations in the amount of $100. Were there any questions regarding the financials?
I have none.
No, sorry.
All right. Right. Well, I would like to acknowledge that we had a $100 donation from BES Enterprises for summer camp. Thank you very much for your generosity. Can I get a motion to approve the financials?
So moved.
I will second.
All in favor signify with aye.
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 All right, approved. Moving on to new business matters, the umpire contracts. Brianna.
Hi, so we have one new actual umpire this year and some returning. We have Jason Holcomb, who is a new umpire for us. And then we have David Forrest, Danny Barrett, Derek Burnett, and Tony Masick returning with us this year. So they're going to start their contract here in April, and it'll run out sometime end of October, beginning of November, whenever we are done with the season.
Okay. Any board members have questions regarding these contracts for the umpires?
No.
Can I get a motion to approve? Can we approve them all at the same time? Or do we have to do them individually? Yeah, we probably should. Let's do that. Can I get a motion then? So there are 5 total, is that correct? Can I get a motion to approve the contracts for the umpires listed as Jason Holcomb, David Forrest, Denny Barrett, Derek Burnett, and Tony Masick? Masick.
I move to approve.
And I second.
Roll call vote, please.
Yep, Bill Murray,
Yes.
Sarah Santerre,
Yes.
Christopher Baker.
Yes.
Approved.
Approved. Public hearing notice. Jameson, do you want to speak on that?
So just so the board knows, that's really for review purposes, but Jameson can answer any questions if you have them.
Okay.
You don't have to vote on it. It's just for your FYI.
Okay.
Jameson Zarnecki, Superintendent, Elko Parks and Recreation. So, as Mandy said, it's more just public hearing notice, but it's about the development of a TIF district in the downtown area, and the opportunity is for park board members and people at large who may want to be there to speak on it in May.
Rose Rivera with legal. So typically in these circumstances, someone would just make a motion to accept the communication. Take a vote on that. Thanks.
Perfect, thank you. I get a motion to accept.
I move that. What word did you use?
Accept the communication of the notice from
Okay.
the
we're-
redevelopment
I
commission.
move that we accept the communication.
I will second that.
Roll call vote?
Bill Murray,
Yes.
Sarah Santer,
Yes.
Christopher Baker.
Yes.
Okay.
Park Foundation scholarships, Mr. Moyers.
Good evening, board members. My name is Matthew Moyers. My office is 229 South 2nd Street here at City Hall. I'm a member of your Parks and Recreation Department as a special project manager. We had talked about establishing a scholarship program for the department back last year when we set up the fee structure. The fee structure policy 6010 has a call out that the department can set a scholarship program up if we create guidelines. So the intent today, I've created a policy 6040, which is the guidelines for a successful scholarship program. The idea is it creates a structure whereby organizations or donors can support a scholarship program, which will be used exclusively to defray the costs or a portion of the fee cost to certain users and approved program offerings. I think this is a pretty straightforward policy. We've run it past staff. We've run it past legal. We've run it past the fiscal operation. In quick synopsis, the scholarship program will be used to defray the cost to the users for a program, and that the scholarship fund will make sure that the cost that we charge for the programs is still covered. So we're not using tax funds to subsidize the scholarship program, and our approved fee structure that the board approves every year won't be changed. The money will just be coming from an approved scholarship. So the two requirements of the policy are that either we have cash in hand before we go ahead and allow the scholarship to move forward, or we have a memorandum of understanding, which is a contractual agreement. So I'd ask the board to consider approving the scholarship program 6040, set the structure. And the second part of my ask is we actually have the Park Foundation willing to enter into a partnership for us for this year's camp programs. So the first ask would be to approve the policy 6040, which is the structure of the scholarship program. And the second ask would be to allow the camp programs for this year to be part of the well-defined scholarship program. And we'd like to ask for just up to half of the participants to be able to qualify for the scholarship fund until the money runs out.
Any questions for Matt?
It'll just be funded this year.
The agreement is just for this year. We'd like to go ahead and run it through this year and take a look at whether we can establish this as a continuing program. But the ask is just for this year, just for the camp programs.
I will move that we proceed as requested.
I will second that.
Can I get a roll call vote?
Bill Murray,
Yes.
Sarah Santer,
Yes.
Christopher Baker.
Yes.
Thank you very much, and I'll inform you how that goes. I think it's going to be an exciting program.
Well, do we need to move on to second ask?
I think we should have 6040 approved as separate action, the policy.
Well, I move to approve for the 6040 ask for just this season.
Right.
And I,
Bill Murray,
Yes.
Sarah Santer,
yes.
Christopher Baker.
Yes. All right.
And I'm next on the agenda. So I'll just continue. The next item was just the gift policy, which is the fiscal policy right in front of this one, 6030. And that's just the policy that sets up the parameters that the park board has to approve the acceptance of any gifts. You can't just be given a gift that becomes your property unless you have an approval process. and that's well defined. We covered that last month. Again, it's been reviewed by staff. I'd like to go ahead and ask for a formal approval of that policy now also, please.
Okay, any questions regarding the gift policy?
Policy.
And I will second that.
Bill Murray,
Yes.
Sarah Santer,
Yes.
Christopher Baker.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Matthew.
Moving on to old business, we have none. So moving on to the use and event permits. First up, we have the installation of the Little Free Library at Willowdale Park. Is Corey here? Hi.
Good evening. Thanks for having me. My name is Corey Mead. I am with Modern Woodman Fraternal Financial, and we are an organization that is actually a community-based, not-for-profit financial services organization. It's quite a mouthful, but it's essentially what that is we are a financial planning company that is organized such that we're in the lodge system. I run the Elkhart chapter of that, where we are able to do service projects, matching fundraisers, educational events for the community, and basically client appreciation events through those things. We also honor a hometown hero. What we moved to do is to put in a Little Free Library in Willowdale Park on May 3rd that would be funded by us, and we would also donate the manpower as well. Other events that we intend to do in the future as we have adopted that park is provide financial literacy classes at that park potentially. We will also be doing some trash can painting and general maintenance throughout the season. So I don't know what else, if I need to ask for a motion or if you guys have questions. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great question. The idea behind Little Libraries is it's supposed to be a community initiative. We're more than happy to help start the Little Library and put a good chunk of books in there, age appropriate for kids, of course. And then it's the give one, take one method is typically how these things work. So typically, if you take one, you're supposed to leave one. In our overall park maintenance, we would obviously be checking on that Little Library to make sure it's stocked. You'd certainly add one. Yeah, certainly add one.
Okay, and you need to sign in.
Yes, ma'am. Any other questions?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, sometimes there's controversy over book titles.
Of course.
And I was wondering, what type of books? Can you give us some examples of books? How will those books be vetted and so forth?
Yeah, hadn't put a whole lot of thought to that. I'm never a person of controversy, not interested in stirring the pot as far as that goes. Just looking to put normal, wholesome children's books in there. Yeah, certainly could.
Not a banned book or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
What I'd like to see then is in the event that we do approve this, that the park board have some oversight on what can and can't be in there, and also have the ability to remove titles that we deem inappropriate, if that's acceptable.
Certainly. Yeah, it makes total sense to me.
Jameson? If you wouldn't mind, let me have our superintendent speak for a second.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Gladly.
Thank you, Mr. Mead. So I would caution against that. If it helps the board, we do have one already set up at Walker Park that's been installed and managed by Bale Home Services. Mr. Bale and his wife, Annie, have been really leading the charge on that. And it's not so much to be honest, it has not been a leave one, take one. It's been they bought a bookstore that was going out of business and continually refuel it. So maybe this one would be different, but they're not finding that people are taking them and leaving them, more so than just, taking them. But honestly, literacy is a need, so they seem to be okay with it. But I would hesitate for the board to try and take on the oversight of this. I think the success of this would be a community-driven project. And so if the community wants it to happen, they can utilize it. I think Mr. Mead and his organization understands that if this gets torn apart, demolished, or not utilized, right, we reserve the right to take it away if it's unsightly or abused, which we drastically hope it does not. The one at Walker Park has been preserved and well kept and very much appreciated by the community. I know that we've got a couple organizations who are also interested in putting in free little libraries in other parks. So the precedent has kind of been set by Bail Home Services. The success is there. I don't know if it'll be for every park, but I think if they're willing to give their time and energy and money to try and provide opportunities for literacy, I think we let the market regulate itself in this way personally.
Good. Fair enough. Thank you. Well, considering the remarks of Mr. Sarnacki, I would change my mind on that. I think you brought up very good points. So, are there any other questions for Mr. Mead? Okay. Can I get a motion then to approve the installation of the Little Free Library at Willowdale Park?
I approve that.
I will second that.
Bill Murray,
Yes.
Sarah Santer, Christopher Baker.
Yes. All right. Thank you. Next on the agenda, we have the Elkhart Lions Flags from the Heart at Lundquist Bicentennial Park.
Good evening, and thank you for taking the time. My name is Marlon Culp, and I represent the Elkhart Lions Club along with the
Welcome, Marlon. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Could you just sign in for us up there with
sure,
your
you want that
information?
first?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
That way we get that out of the way.
Okay. As I was saying, I represent the Elkhart Lions Club along with the Dunlap Lions Club, and we fly flags at Bicentennial Park over Memorial Day weekend, which we've been doing for 18 years, and definitely appreciate the support that you have. Does anybody have any questions for me?
I think it's terrific. I think it's terrific.
Yeah. Thank you for doing that. I'm assuming that it's going to be the same as it has in previous years. It
Yes,
appears to be the
we will
same.
come in Friday for just a little bit Friday evening, then mark off some spots to put the flags. We set them up on Saturday morning. And we kind of like to say we open from noon until 8 on Saturday. Same Monday, we'll open it at 8 o'clock till about 8 o'clock that evening if anybody's willing to come by, generally about noon. And then on Monday, from noon until 4. At that point in time, we'll take down the flags and everything as far as that goes. And in case anybody in the room doesn't know, it's a way of dedicating a flag to someone in their family, a veteran. We really don't care who it's dedicated to. It's just a way of showing appreciation to anybody that wants to. We had 220 some flags last year. We hope to break that again this year if we can just get, word out. They do. We've had good weather as far as that goes. The question was asked at the last meeting we were at for the events meeting. We hope to have the Boy Scout group come in again this year, and they camped out for, I think, Saturday night and Sunday night. And they've told us that they will be doing a flag, I don't know the proper term, but they will take care of any flags that need to be destroyed or burnt. They will do that. There's an official ceremony to do that. And we've started to put the word out to some people who've asked. We don't know what evening they'll do that, but that will be available to anybody that wants to bring a flag.
Any other questions? All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Can I get a motion then to approve the Lions Flags from the Heart at Lundquist Bicentennial Park?
So moved.
I will second that.
Bill Murray,
Yes.
Sarah Santer, Christopher Baker.
Yes. Motion carries. Next up, we have the Crossroads Community Church Movie Night at Ullery Park. Ashley LeCount.
Hello. Can you guys hear me okay?
Nobody can hear us.
Yes, can you hear us?
Yes. Yep. Now I
Okay,
can.
fantastic.
Okay.
Welcome.
All right. Thank you. And thank you for letting me join digitally here. I apologize. I can't make it in person. I was with you guys last month and was told I need to come back for the movie night in Church at the Park. So I'm representing Crossroads Community Church, and our first ask is for a movie night at Ullery Park on the 17th of May. And that will run from approximately 5:30 to 8, depending on cleanup afterward. And what we do is, like, what we're requesting is Monster Message. They're a company that has like a mobile projector truck. We'll come in and we're going to show the movie Dog. We'd like to show the movie Dog Man and have free hot dogs, chips, and water. And our goal is just to provide a free event to the community, and then try to build some relationships with some of the folks that live in that neighborhood ahead of then our next ask, which would be Church at the Park.
Oh, it sounds great. Any questions for the applicant?
No.
This one will be voted contingent on the certificate of liability being updated. Ryan, you probably don't know, but that just expired. So
Okay.
no worries. I'll get with Ashley. I'll get a new copy.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right, if there aren't any more questions for the applicant, can I get a motion to approve with the understanding that he will need a valid insurance certificate?
So moved.
I will second that.
Bill Murray,
Yes.
Sarah Santerre,
Yes.
Christopher Baker,
Yes. Right. Next one is Crossroads Community Church, Church in the Park at Ullery Park, Sundays, 5:25:25 to 8:10:25. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, sir. So every Sunday from 10:30 to, again, approximately noon, depending on how long people stick around and want to play and hang out. We did this 2 summers ago, and I can't remember the park name, but there would be some Sundays where folks would want to just keep hanging out, and we'd get folks that want to keep coming by and eating. So sometimes it lasted till 1 o'clock or so, but our goal typically is about 10:30 to noon. Our service, what we do is we just live stream our service from our main campus on kind of 17 and 18 with the Monster Message mobile truck, and then kind of cook food as the service is going, and then have food available for folks just to kind of hang out, eat, just kind of commune together, and then clean up and head back. So, and come back the next Sunday. And the goal really is just to try to provide a way for the community to get together and hang out and just build relationships.
Is it open to the public or just members of your church?
Open to the public. The only folks that we would expect from our actual congregation, like members of our actual church, are the volunteers that have signed up to help.
Are there any questions for the applicant?
No.
Rose?
That's something.
Just with the previous one, legal would request that the motion be contingent on, you could say approval by legal or a updated certificate of liability, adding the city as an additional insured.
Okay.
Thanks.
So Rose, for clarification, that's a both and, approved by legal and the update of the,
Well, the reason that we need to approve it is to make sure that the certificate of liability is updated. So probably the easier way to do it is just say contingent on approval by legal. Okay. Yeah.
Seeing there are no questions, can I get a motion then to approve this permit with the contingency that it is approved by legal?
so moved?
Second.
All right. Can I get a roll call vote, please?
Bill Murray,
Yes.
Sarah Santerre,
Yes.
Christopher Baker.
Yes. Passes. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck
Yes.
with the event.
Hey, appreciate that. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. All right. Next on the agenda, STEM Lawson Memorial Walk at Walker Park on May 17th. Donna Atkins. Can you hear us, Donna? Okay. Can you unmute on your
There
end?
we go. Okay.
All right.
I'm Sally.
Okay.
So I'm usually the person who comes to the meeting. Sorry, it wasn't unmuting right away. And so this will be our 6th year doing a memorial walk over at Walker Park. It's from 10 to 12, and we normally get there around 9:30 in the morning just to set up a little banner and some signs so that people can park. And then we provide them with a lanyard and some type of treat and water and that so they can, and it's more of a social event so that we can see our families.
Okay, thanks. How many participants are you expecting?
We normally have between 50 and 100.
Rose Rivera with Legal again. Just another one where the request is that it be approved contingent on approval by legal. In this case, we just need an updated certificate that adds the city as an additional insured.
Okay.
We did do that because we did submit it originally with the $1 million, and then we got a notification they had to move to 3 million, and that was resubmitted over a month ago.
I think we can get with you. It's the amounts that I saw were perfect. That wasn't the issue. It was just that it needed to add the city as an additional insured in this in one of the boxes underneath. But we can
I
talk.
believe, yeah, because we usually follow the same format every year. So yeah, I can get with you. Did you want to just reach out to me? Would that be easier?
Sure,
Or-
myself or Mandy will reach out to you. Thank
Okay,
you.
perfect, and we'll get you whatever you need.
Perfect. Thank
Thank you.
Thanks, Rose. Are there any other questions for the applicant? Seeing none, can I get a motion to approve STEM Lawson Memorial Walk at Walker Park contingent upon approval from legal?
So moved.
I will second.
Bill Murray,
Yes.
Sarah Santer,
Yes.
Christopher Baker.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for your
Thank
time.
you.
Okay, next up we have ice cream vendor selling at Studebaker Park during soccer games in 2025. Jesus Ede.
Representing Jesus,
Okay.
Morelia Ice Creams.
Could I have you both sign in, please? Just, yeah, your information. Okay, welcome. Can you tell us a little bit about what you propose to do?
Okay, we push a little ice cream cart. I push my cart around the whole Elkhart County through different areas, and soccer games come. We usually try to be there in the evenings. Our ice cream to offer it to kids and families or whoever goes there. We've done this for almost 20 years. And that's for permits. So we're asking to see if allow us to get a soccer game and through the summer too.
Sure. Okay, so for clarification then, you have been doing this for the past few years at Studebaker Park in particular? Okay. So I would assume that the reason that you were told to come and get a permit was because we have a regulation that prohibits selling merchandise in the parks. So unfortunately, food is a merchandise. So that is sort of a non-starter. There are potentially ways around that. I would suggest that you perhaps reach out to the city again, maybe an MOU or something, right, that they could work in conjunction with us would be an option or an avenue potentially. Oh, well, I would assume it would have to be with the Parks and Rec Department because it's our regulation it prohibits it.
Who asked for the permit?
He's the owner of the wholesale warehouse, and it's not like an open business, it's just like load and unload there, and then you go out and sell. We got permit before, it was years back, but
From the Parks Board?
I didn't bring it with me, but I could come back in another occasion and show it to you that it was granted. This is my first time usually like being right here in front of you guys, because before you guys had it downstairs all the way in the corner. Not in the core, but in the other building back over there. So it's been a long time when that permit was given to me. After that, they never asked me.
Mandy, is there going to be a way to check that?
Yeah, so Rose and I talked, we looked it over. I think as long as we have an event permit from them and all of their certificates and insurance, I mean, everything that they need to be doing this, they provided to us. It's all up to date. It's all approved by legal. The great thing is that we have a history of people doing this in park spaces, but not getting permission or their event permits, and these gentlemen have done that. So they're doing their due diligence to sell in the park during the soccer games, and they have listed during the soccer games. So they're not just going to that area on random times and dates just to sell their ice cream. They're actually going for a reason.
All right, are there any questions for the applicant?
I do have a question for legal.
What is it?
Is there a contingency that we need to be aware of, and if so, how will a memo of understanding be drawn up?
I'm not sure I'm understanding what sort of contingencies you're concerned about, or?
Well, I thought the idea was to have a contingency that we would approve it based on the agreement and signing of a memo of understanding.
Oh, my understanding was that the permit was sort of the agreement.
No, I think that
Is that two different things?
no. So for clarification, I think what happened was I mentioned that. I think that would be a potential avenue to avoid being in violation of one of our regulations. Would be to have this MOU.
Yeah, certainly an MOU would be one way to go about it.
That way we could talk about like some sort of like when we do partnerships with some of our other organizations and individuals, for example, like programming, right? We have MOUs where we have a profit share, that type of thing, revenue share. I think that's a way to get around this particular, because for me, unfortunately, the not permitted to sell merchandise is a sticking point, because I don't want to make an exception here.
Can you talk me through the not permitted to sell merchandise? Is what you're seeing?
Yeah, so what I did was when you go through the permitting process, right, when you get an application online, there's a bunch of different stuff that you can look through, and it says what you can and can't do, noise, amplified sound, that's such that type stuff. So it says event regulations, event organizers are not permitted, emphasized, to sell merchandise. So I would assume that food is considered a merchandise.
That's interesting. I'll have to look at that a little closer because I know we have a lot of events where we have vendors that sell things.
Yes.
So I'll have to take a look. Um, right. Not necessarily, no. I mean, if you prefer to go through this with an agreement, I think that's fine. We can create
Okay.
an agreement for them. You could even sort of approve it in theory contingent on an agreement approved by
Okay.
legal, something like
Okay.
that.
I mean, there's also I'm a little off put by the fact that it's been going on for years, essentially unpermitted, right? So I appreciate that they're doing it, but have we established who told you needed a permit?
Park ranger.
Park ranger, okay.
I mean, yeah, I think.
Well,
That's
I would,
something
I
you
would,
need to apply
so I would
to
like to do, I would like to do this. I think we need to look at the regulations separate from this specific incident. And I would move that we go ahead and approve the permit, the event permit for this year. And then that gives us time to look at the regulation and decide what we're going to do about it longer term.
Okay.
Does that make sense from a legal
Yeah,
perspective?
that does. And, you know, going forward, if, let's say we were to have a wave of people that wanted to do this and we had multiple people interested, you could start bidding it out, type of thing. But I think for the first year, I don't have any objection from a legal perspective about moving forward this way.
And I appreciate the entrepreneurial spirit and the fact that
Yes.
you did come because you were made aware of it. And I
Yes.
think the head ranger has something to say.
Ranger Nim?
Yes. So when we go and speak about peddling or selling food in the parks, we usually give them the 96.25 peddling ordinance, and it says no person in any park or park street shall exhibit, sell or offer for sale, hire, lease, or let any person, any park, any object of merchandise, and anything whatsoever, whether corporeal or incorporeal, tickets for entertainment or other affairs description include except under a permit. So that's what we usually tell them. You get a permit and then go through the proper process, and it seems like they've, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Understood. Thank you for the clarification.
Where'd you pull that from?
That's ordinance 96.25. Yeah, so everything is permitted, I mean, you just need a permit, and that's what usually we.
Okay.
Tell people.
Yeah.
Fantastic, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, any other questions for the
No,
applicant?
not right now.
I will move that we approve the permit as requested.
Okay. Can I get a second?
Second.
Bill Murray,
Yes.
Sarah Santer, Christopher Baker.
Yes. So you guys have it for this year. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thanks.
We have one more question. Do you guys are gonna send us like a piece of paper so we can have proof that we can? Okay. Yeah, I'll call you. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. So next up, we have food vendor selling at Studebaker Park during soccer games. Is Jose, these guys, okay. Come on up, please. Okay. Okay. Good evening. Thank you for being here. Tell us a little bit about what you are proposing to do.
We're here just asking for also another permit to sell. We have a food truck, everything up to date and everything. We're just asking for a permit. It's our first time doing this, so we're just asking if we can sell at the Studebaker during the soccer games. And
Truck, not like a wheelie truck.
oh no, like an actual food truck, yeah. Mexican food, yeah.
Yeah.
And so for clarification, you're aware that if we approve this request, that you would be limited to Studebaker Park? Okay, all right.
We're asking for the permit Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. For the remainder of the year, correct?
Yeah, yeah. Yes, but the rest of this year, and then if we don't do any violation or anything, then the next year as well too.
Okay, so I believe that would require you coming back then for next year.
Eso se requiere que venga para atrás. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So if you're able to do like a 10 by 10 tent, like
Okay. Any questions
No.
that haven't been addressed? Okay, thank you very much.
thank you.
Can I get a motion then to approve the food vendor selling at Studebaker Park during soccer games for 2025?
Contingent on approval by
Yes.
legal.
Yes.
So moved.
Second.
Bill Murray,
Yes.
Sarah Santer,
Yeah.
Christopher Baker.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, Art Walk, Park Stage only. Liz.
Good evening, guys. How are you? Liz
Great, how are you?
Stouthour, event coordinator, Elkhart Parks and Recreation. So yeah, been a little busy with my permits. First up is Art Walk. We've officially been approved for that. It's now under the Parks umbrella. We're going to do the last Wednesday of every month, June, July, August, and September. The only permission I need from you guys on that is but also the portable stage to be placed on Civic Plaza.
Placing
well,
the stage.
Any questions?
Do we have any questions? Any questions? The board? No? Okay. All right, then, can I get a motion to approve the park stage for Art Walk?
So moved.
I second.
Bill Murray,
Yes.
Sarah Santer,
Yeah.
Christopher Baker.
Yes. Next up, we have the Kids Free Fishing Clinic at High Dive Park.
I will also do that one too. So we are once again partnering with basically the state of Indiana, DNR. That's the free fishing day, weekend actually. So we want to do the Elkhart free, kid free fishing. There's too many frees and fishes. I make it try not to sound like it's a free kid giveaway.
Like, don't bring kids.
Bring the kids. We're not taking them though. So yeah, we'll be giving away free fishing poles again, along with they have to go through a little clinic where they learn all of the do's and don'ts and conservation and all of that. High Dive Park, first Saturday in June, June 7th, 9 a.m. to noon, nope, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
EEC is going to be involved
Yes,
as well?
easy. And it is more their baby. Annie
Okay.
and Jeff all know
Awesome.
more than I do on that end of the world. I'm representing them this evening.
Yes. Any questions for Liz? All right, thank you. Can I get a motion then to approve the Kids Free Fishing Clinic at High Dive Park on June 7th?
So moved.
I second.
Bill Murray,
Yes.
Sarah Santer,
Yeah.
Christopher Baker.
Yes. approved. Rhapsody Music and Arts Festival at Island Park.
Official. Yes, we would like to use Island Park and Bicentennial Lundquist Park on June 13th and 14th for this year's Rhapsody Arts and Music Festival. We'll also have the portable stage, so like the kids' family zone area will be over on Bicentennial Lundquist this year. So that's where portable stage will be set up, and we'll have a lot of fun activities, interactive opportunities for families over there. And then Island Park, pretty much same layout. Food trucks right when you come off the Lundquist Bicentennial Bridge. Got 6 bands lined up on Saturday, 2 on Friday. Right now we're sitting at about 60 vendors total of artisans, so there's still opportunity to sign up if you still want to join.
All right, can I get a motion then to approve the Rhapsody Music and Arts Festival at Island Park?
So moved.
I second.
Bill Murray,
Yes.
Sarah Santerre, Christopher Baker.
Yes. Unanimously approved. The Independence Day celebration.
Yeah, just thought we'd throw one more in there for you. So yeah, we would like to use, and this is the Central Green Stage, Civic Plaza, but also Curgely Park is the big one for us on that one, because that is where they stage the fireworks and set up and do all of that. We're partnering with the same company that we've used the past couple of years, and it's actually on Friday, July 4th this year, so hopefully a big crowd.
For
We'll
sure.
have our food trucks and bands and such.
Same layout as usual. And the expected number of participants is a little over what we had last year, so that's
Yes,
good.
so I think they had about 10,000 last year, so. Again, with it being on a Friday and the actual holiday, I hope we'll get a good turnout.
Yeah. Any other questions? Seeing none, can I get a motion to approve the Independence Day celebration?
So moved.
I second.
Bill Murray,
Yes.
Sarah Santerre, Christopher Baker.
Yes. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Next up are the department reports. Thrown to the wolves, I say.
Hi, I'm Nick Crone, Operations Manager for the Parks and Rec Department. Jameson had to take off for another event, so that's why I'm standing up in front of you. We've got 7 new playgrounds that we're updating. We've been talking to you about that for months, so that shouldn't be news. Walker looks great. Gans, Geraldine, Riverview, Island, Weston and Walker and Soma Gardens. So it's been a busy summer, but it's going to be cool when we're done. I did not see that.
2 color pictures.
Great. Yeah. Our first softball tournament at Riverview is going to be on April 26th. It's going to be a college tournament for the college club teams. So yeah, we'll have the temporary fencing. I think there's going to be 2 4-team tournaments. That'll happen over that weekend, so we're looking forward to that. Walker Park restroom is being done. It should be done by the end of May, we're hoping. Foundation has already been poured, so you can go out and look at concrete if you want. We're in the middle of hiring all of our summer staff, lifeguards, concession workers, managers, assistant managers, camp aides, and all of that jazz. And then, sadly, since Pam left, we're looking for a new administrative assistant. When I say we, Bri is the one that's heading that charge. So we wish her the best of success because that's an important position for us. And that's all I've got for you. Any questions?
So last year we had some issues filling some of those those summer positions. How's that going this year?
We've got plenty of applicants.
Okay.
I won't have a hard time finding enough. Mhm.
Thank you.
Yep.
Me again. So yeah, as you can tell from previous conversation, been a little busy sitting at my desk putting permits together for all the summer events. But we're really excited about getting away from our desks and back out in front of the people. So just kind of recap of the last couple of months, we had our farmers market, indoor farmers market on March 16th, a little over 350 attendees to that one. And then the week after, we had our spring artisan market over at McNaughton Park. Not as many attendees, but our vendors were happy. The people that were there were buying. Just got to find a way to promote that a little bit more. Also make it usually maybe closer to Easter. I think might help a little bit, get people motivated to fill some Easter baskets. So yeah, other than that, we have our last indoor market, this indoor farmers market, this Saturday over at High Dive. Please swing on in. Danielle has made a little scavenger hunt for a couple of vendors, so things for kiddos to do. And then, yay, our first official weekly farmers market is back on May 3rd.
Oh. Thanks. Or staff reports.
It's me.
There you
Hello.
go.
I volunteer coordinator for the Parks Department. Happy to tell you that we have 4 dedications for new Adopt-A-Parks happening. Those are scheduled. You will have gotten an invitation to those in your email. We also have 6 service days coming up. So service days include everything from little tiny initiatives with small groups to a group of around 100 that will be coming out to the Woodlawn Nature Center. And they, Truma, who has decided to adopt Woodlawn, has partnered with some local businesses, corporations, the RV Women's Alliance, and Century Chemical. So we have some good new partners that are going to be helping us with that. Other than that, I am working with other Adopt-A-Parks. We've got 2 new ones. I won't unveil them yet, but 2 great resources, great people that are going to do some fun things. I invite you to visit Soma Gardens in the next couple of weeks. And I am just working with schools and corporations trying to get more partnership, really looking at volunteer initiatives. And that's it for me.
I'd like to just say that I love how you've tackled this Adopt-A-Park program.
Thank you.
And I would just like to say that I think you're doing an excellent job with that, and it's nice to see that people are buying in and that we're getting some individuals and organizations involved.
Yes, thank you.
Any questions?
Just a comment. I will get to you as soon as we have the date for the Wolf Group for the dog park for our day to
Wonderful.
decorate the park.
Thank
So
you.
we don't have the date determined yet.
Great.
That leaves us Ranger report or programs. Okay.
Louisa had a group interview that she had to take off for.
Okay.
So I'm going to be up here. So programs that have ended, we had the spring soccer clinic over at Studebaker. We kickball at Tolson Center, crochet with us with the Owl Club, and geocaching at Woodlawn Nature Center. Coming up, or what's happening right now, excuse me, we've got the teen cooking class for ages 11 to 17. After school at Tolson, obviously at the Tolson Center, and they do stuff like arts and crafts and volleyball. Co-ed spring soccer at Studebaker for ages 5 to 7 and 8 to 12. And then spring survivor camp, spring tennis sports clinics, and line dancing. Those are all happening right now as I speak. Maybe not right now, but
Today.
yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
It's not at Tolson Center.
That's what? Did I say that? Oh, I'm sorry. Is that Pierre Moran? Yeah, okay.
Most of the time.
Right, it's at High Dive at least twice.
Yeah,
or
we got
something.
one coming up at High Dive, yeah.
It wasn't last week, though.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Any other questions? Comments?
No.
Concerns?
Thank you.
Cool.
Hello,
Hi.
I'm back again.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so I have been asked to give the Ranger report again. We're very excited because people are coming out more now. So last month, we had 795 people in our parks. But this past month of March, we had 2,395 people, which is a 201% increase. So we're very happy about that. And as the numbers continue to go up with the people, we think the temperature probably will as well. And then with Ranger engagement, we had 629 in February, but we had 1,702 in March, which is a 170% increase. So, let's see, on March 6th, Ranger, Nim, and I attended the Homeless Coalition held at the Elkhart Public Library. And on March 21st, Ranger Nim assisted with the geocaching program held at the Woodlawn Nature Center. And on March 10th, while on patrol at McNaughton Park, Ranger Nathan cleared up copious amounts of broken glass. And on the 11th, Ranger Larry discovered a security concern at Booth Dog Park, where small dogs can enter and or leave the large dog run by going underneath the fence, and he reported this issue on the 311 app.
I just wanted to ask you, so 2,000 plus park goers, that's a lot of people, that's great. You're out there in the field, so can you tell us what parks are the most utilized?
Walker's #1 right now, especially with the new playground. People are really excited about that. I know. Yeah, they're excited to get out.
It's a great problem to have.
Yes, and a lot of them actually walk from their homes too.
They do.
When I
or
talk to
kids
them.
ride bikes.
Yeah.
Like, so that's not even.
Bikes, scooters. I've seen like skateboard things that they just pedal around. It's fun to see them out there. But
And then the other question I had was the incident over at the dog park. Was that the day that it was actually closed down then? Did those coincide? Is that the same event?
that was in April. This is March.
Okay. Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could.
Okay, so in April, the one you're speaking about actually was not true vandalism. We were able to pull up the cameras, and a dog park goer actually went in the fence. The wind caught it and slammed it back through, which actually caused the dog fence mechanism that allows them to enter the park to break off a little bit. A few minutes later, another park goer came with her dog, went to put her hand on top, went to scan in her tag, and it fell off. She tried to catch it. And nobody, several park goers came and went. Nobody bothered to tell us. And later that night, Ranger Bethany found it and reported it to us. So it took a few days to get it fixed. We actually had to have Johnson Controls out, come out and put a new mechanism on it. It is fixed and working. I've had a couple of calls recently saying it's not working right. I myself went out with a tag yesterday and spoke to a couple park goers, played with some dogs while I was there, and it's working just fine.
Great, thank you.
And I would like to say that the swift way the process worked out to communicate publicly that it was not vandalism was very well handled. I think that was really good stuff.
Thank you. We tried very quickly to get it out so people knew that it was closed. And then we immediately, as soon as we found out it was not vandalism, changed that because we didn't want people to get the wrong information.
All right, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Master plan report. Save the best for last.
We actually got a tag team performance for the master plan this time. I've got Jonathan Giels also, who's our Troyer rep, who's been working, not yet, I'll go ahead and just do a brief introduction first and give him a chance to get settled. We're at the very finish line with the master plan. I sent out the issues link that you should be able to find in your emails. We've entered into the public review process of the master plan. And today, the 15th, is our submission deadline to the IDNR. The presentation final copy, which is the one that you can look at, is going to the IDNR. Their planning group will look over it to see that it meets the minimum standards required. We're pretty confident there won't be an issue, but there is a period of remediation in which they may ask us for more information or for clarification, and we go through that process. Then we'll have an approved plan, and the next step is to get the park board approval. There'll be an opportunity for us to take a look at other revisions or additions or sharpenings that you might want. We know that the IDNR likes the bones, so we're fine that way. And we expect that we'll be looking at an approval from the board ideally next month, but if the IDNR takes longer to review our plan or the remediation is more complex, we'll be looking at June. But I've got a really good feeling about the review process, and I've got a really good feeling about the plan. I think you'll be very pleased when you have a chance to look at it. Mr. Giels did want to go ahead and make some comments, and I'll turn it over for him then.
Thanks.
Thanks, Matthew. Hello.
Oh,
Jonathan, you're on mute.
You need to unmute.
There we go. This is Jonathan Giels from Troyer Group offices at 3930 Edison Lakes Parkway in Mishawaka, and I appreciate everyone's time this evening. As a quick amendment to what Matt had said, we had sent an initial draft review of what I would call the front end of the plan to the IDNR before the start of the year, and got a very favorable review of that early draft of the document. Very little feedback as to corrections. So as Matt stated, I think it sets us up really well for this submission. When we started the process, the team at the Parks Department gave us a handful of tasks that they really wanted to make sure that we did. First was that they wanted a very useful document that would guide day-to-day activities as an action strategy. Second, they wanted something that would be particularly community driven, that it would be both relevant and responsive to that community feedback. And as a couple of highlights within the plan, I would just note that we had over 22 stakeholder meetings with the community, the variety of different, about 36 different stakeholder organizations. We had over 46 different department meetings with the staff there at the Elkhart Parks Department. We received a combined 298 public surveys, and that gave us just about 35,000 different data points from public comments alone, including 500 or almost 600 open comments from those surveys. So a lot of great data there. But particularly helpful in this process was an impact scoring matrix, which you'll find at the tail end of the plan here, which compiled just a bevy of quantifiable or quantitative data from 5 overarching impact drivers, and there's those third-party scoring is listed in that impact driver matrix. And what that does is it gives us a lot of confidence in our context analysis, both social and physical context analysis, as we then make recommendations for the long-term vision, 5-year goals and strategies, and any sort of action items that arise out of that plan. As far as the process goes, I'd say this one we're particularly proud of because of all of that back and forth with the department, and I think that it's going to be a really useful tool for them moving forward.
I remain here in case you had any questions with Jonathan to back me up.
I just have a comment. I had the opportunity this afternoon to skim through it, and the layout is terrific. And the sections that I read were very clear and concise. I think it's very well done. I haven't read everything, but like I said, the sections I read, because it's lengthy.
Yeah, yes.
It is lengthy and
It's comprehensive.
comprehensive.
That's the word, right?
I will tell you that as you read, I hope that you find it detailed and insightful. And even though it ends up at about 180 pages, we have much more detail than we were able to provide in that document.
With regard to the public engagement, sounds like a pretty good amount of people actually got involved. Did we meet sort of your expectations, or?
We had, and I'll be very frank here, we had some disadvantages in that we began our engagement process in the winter, and that was really working against us. We couldn't employ the active programs as much as we wanted. Also, this was the first time I'm aware of that Elkhart has done an outreach of this nature, so people weren't comfortable yet with the engagement process. But those negatives being said, I was very pleased with the feedback that we got. We didn't include all the comments, of course, in the document, but we'll be sharing those with you. And there are some people who told some truth, which may not be flattering, but there was also more love of the system, which I found really reassuring. So I would say that I was aware of the shortcomings, but I was pleased by the results.
Well said. I was encouraged by all of the positive comments that people were making at those engagement sessions. It was nice to hear people, instead of just complaining about things, actually like, hey, I love these parks and thank you for all the work you guys are doing. So
when someone comes from their own home on their own time to tell you that, it has real value.
For sure. Yeah. Well, thank you for all your work on that.
We've got the next big step, which is getting it past you guys. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks. Jonathan, thank you.
Appreciate everyone's time. Thank you so much.
All right. Moving on to the correspondence piece this evening, there isn't any. So if I could get a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
All right. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Adjourned.